So I want to talk about being on time for a couple of minutes because according to this TikToker I'm going to show you, being on time is white supremacy. What's wrong with being on time and why does it have to be racist?
Being on time is white supremacy because what are they always on time to do? Oppress. I'm always going to be 10 to 15 minutes late because that's the correct time, according to my people, according to the ones who move with the earth, not with the devil.
Okay, you heard her. I didn't make it up. Being on time is white supremacy because being on time is to oppress. I'm sorry, but why do we see so much of this every day? It's more and more and more. Everything is white supremacy. Every crime committed by no matter what person, what color, what ethnicity is white supremacy. Mathematics, I've seen, is too hard because it's white supremacy. But being on time, being prompt, why is that white supremacy? Shouldn't we all be on time for a number of things? For instance, you have a job. You have to be there, let's say 8 a.m. You want to be on time every day because your boss or company is not going to like the fact that you're late. If you have a doctor's appointment, you want to be on time. Even though we all wait a while in the waiting room, you still want to be on time for your appointment. Say you have young children, you have to pick them up at school. You want to be on time to make sure, because they're out there waiting, make sure you're there for them to get them home. We have to be on time for lots and lots of things. But again, according to that TikToker, being on time is white supremacy because they're just oppressing people. Well, the definition of oppress is keeping someone in subservience and hardship, especially by the unjust exercise of authority. So apparently, if that TikToker had a job, she's not going to be on time because it's a hardship, especially because her bosses are exercising their authority to ask her to be on time, so they're oppressing her. She won't be on time for appointments. She won't be on time to pick up the kids at school or any other thing she has to do in her daily life because everything is out to suppress her. So apparently the school is all based on white supremacy. The boss and the company wanting her to be on time, they're all white supremacists. Everyone is a white supremacist no matter what you do or say in today's society. We see it all over. The mainstream liberal media pushes it. Even the conservative news pushes it. Because they'll just talk about it more. Why is everything white supremacy? She wants to be 10 or 15 minutes late because that's the correct time according to her people. So apparently, her people are late for everything too. What's wrong with being prompt, being, I don't know, willing to be somewhere the time you're supposed to be there, being responsible, being an adult? That's what being on time is. We've all been late. We've all been late for something in our lives. But we don't do it purposely because to hell with them, they're trying to oppress me. So I'm going to be 10 or 15 minutes late because that's the right time according to my people. This is the woke culture we live in today. Everything revolves around some form of racism, some form of hatred, some form of oppression, because people just, I guess, don't want to do the right thing. It just doesn't make any sense to me that being on time is based on white supremacy. I, quite frankly, in all my years of life, have never heard of such a thing. I kind of pride myself on being on time. Actually, my wife gets a little angry with me because I like being early. I like arriving early. I arrive to work early every day, to appointments early. If I have to go anywhere, I'm always early. And my wife's like, "Why are you going so early?" Because that's what I do. I like being prompt. I like being responsible. And I like being somewhere when I'm supposed to be there. Because that's what we do as adults. We have to take responsibility for our actions and do the right thing. So she can do whatever she wants. She can be 10 or 15 minutes late to work every day. I hope the bosses in the company are okay with that. She can be late to pick up her kids at school if she has them. She can keep the doctors waiting if she has appointments. That's her prerogative. She can live her life any way she wants. But white supremacy has zero to do with being on time. Being on time is not meant to oppress people. Being on time is basically to make you a responsible person, to keep the appointments or showing up when you're supposed to. That's all it is. It doesn't have to be racist. It doesn't have to be white supremacy, because it's not. It's called being a grown up, and we all do it. So good luck to that girl. I hope she kind of changes her mind, because I don't think she's going to hold the job too long if she's showing up 10 or 15 minutes every day late because she thinks that the boss is oppressing her. It's absolute woke nonsense. But this is what we get in 2023. Have a great night.